Rise and shine from the east side, y'all. Welcome back to Sunnyside Sovereignty. We are back for the sign of Virgo for your sovereign stargaze astrological forecast for the month of March 2024. Happy New Year. Welcome back, y'all. It's been a while, but we back in action. Like, share, subscribe, comment, share this with another Virgo, okay? So, let's get started, Virgo. We have a new moon in the sign of Pisces on March 10th, and we have a full moon on March 25th in the sign of Libra. These energies will affect your 7th and 2nd house. What does that mean, Sunny? Okay. Your house of partnerships, contracts, marriage, business, finances, love, okay, beauty, relationships, right? I said that. Business partners, equality, sharing, interpersonal style, okay, how you relate to others, all right, as well as your finances, money, career, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits, and work ethic. So take note of any mental changes, any shifts, any conversations pertaining to these particular areas of life, all right? Regarding health, just pay extra special attention, or take note of anything regarding your low back, kidneys, skin, neck, and shoulders. Okay, maybe some of you are trying to define your low back, maybe some of you are having low back pain, shoulder pain, or maybe some of you are trying to define your shoulders. Just pay attention to those things, okay, as well as your feet and ankles. All right, some of you could be debating mixing business and pleasure. Now, for some of you, this can go either way. A lot of times mixing business and pleasure doesn't necessarily work, but essentially marriage contracts, to me, like, it's the epitome when it's done in the proper way in a union. Marriage is mixing business and pleasure. So when people say you can't mix business and pleasure, I feel like if it's not divinely orchestrated with the right people who are on the same page, who can come together regardless of obstacles, I don't think it's a thing. It's just it has to be divinely orchestrated. So some of you could be thinking about that. Maybe there's a friend, maybe there's a family member, a love interest that is proposing to want to do business with you. Once again, just use your discernment, Virgo. I trust you, okay? This is just a heads up. These conversations might be coming up. There are people who have done business and went to business with their best friends and done certain things. I'm not saying it's not possible. Once again, use your discernment and understand with that comes different type of challenges now that can challenge your friendship or your connection, whatever the case may be, all right? Another conversation that could be coming up, and whether this is in your head, you're just thinking about this, which you're in your head a lot, Virgo, right? Or whether these are actual conversations coming up with others around you. Some of you could be talking or thinking about, okay, long term, do I want to live alone? How long do I want to live alone? Or is it feasible right now as far as resources wise, right? We're talking about money and finances. Is it more feasible for me right now to live alone or live with someone else? Whether that means you're regrouping and going back with family, or you're deciding to get a roommate or rent a room out to have more income, or is this going to be a shared space? It's going to be 4 of us, it's going to be 3 of us, it's 2 of us. You got pets too. Partnership, right? This could be a romantic partner potentially saying, hey, do you think it's time for us to move in together, or do you think it's time for us to split? How are we going to split these assets? How are we going to divide these bills? What can you contribute? What can you do? What can I do? Okay, I can do more of this. You lack in this area, I can pick up that. I lack in this area, you can pick up that. Okay, these conversations are coming up even in like work group settings. It's like, okay, well, you're good at the tech stuff, I'm terrible at that, but I'm good at the creative stuff, the hands-on stuff, the artsy stuff. I'm good at the marketing, you're good at salesmanship. Okay, you're really charismatic, I'm a little more reserved. You should go out in the field and talk to the people, honey. Okay, these conversations could be coming up. Delegation, all right. Right, I said delegation. I also wrote down representative / ambassador. So somebody might be asking you to be the face of something, to be the representation of something. This could be a brand deal, or like I said, this is a worker group setting. Like, if there's a presentation, a school presentation or something, everybody is like, you should be the one to talk, Virgo. Like, you got all the facts, you got all the information, like, you're good with your words. Or maybe you're telling somebody else that, like, maybe you're the delegator and you're like, no, I think you should be the spokesperson. Or maybe you're looking for a brand ambassador or a face, a model or something like that if you're a business owner. Okay, so it just depends on what side of the fence you're on. But also an ambassador, I was getting like politics. I don't know if some of you are watching the news more or trying to like understand what's going on in your community, in your county, in your district, or if you're just watching the news trying to stay up to date with like current events more. Maybe people around you could be asking you your opinion on something that they saw in the news or something that they think you would have valuable input on, or maybe somebody's inviting you to a meeting like, advocate, right? Like Virgo, you're an advocate for this organization or for this cause or whatever the case would be. Like, let's say you're an environmentalist, or I don't know, it's given politician, it's given lawyer. Like, you advocate for a certain group of people, maybe like the underdog or something, or maybe people are viewing you as the underdog that has grown into the big bad wolf. Honey, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, Virgo. What else do I have? Be careful of overindulgence, okay? We are in Pisces season. There is more likely chance of overindulgence in food, liquor, TV, sex, things that kind of comfort us, or our vices, things that maybe we kind of, we were working on, but like maybe in March we're a little more tempted. I do feel like a certain level of temptation, okay? Maybe you're looking real spicy. Maybe, people just like, damn, Virgo looking good, but it's just really shallow. Maybe not shallow is the word, but like short-lived, temporary fixes and cravings that I don't believe in living in regret, but like you might feel like, oh, okay, I should have just turned that down, or I shouldn't have done that much. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have did that, really. I knew better, but it was calling me. What movies that the weed be calling me? Like, anyway. Also got retail therapy. Right, that still goes overindulgence. Retail therapy. Some of y'all might just be like, I don't know if your taxes hit. I don't know if you got a lump sum of money. I don't know if you got a raise. But some of y'all is just hitting the ground running in the store. You want the new this, new that. I'm not saying don't treat yourself nice and do something nice for yourself, Virgo. Just don't do too much, okay? You fly out here in these streets, all right? Who's giving to the giver? So Virgo, you are, other than Aquarius, I feel like Virgo is also like a very humanitarian like energy, and you share a lot, even if it's just your wisdom or your kind words or your motivation or your input, your expertise. I think right now maybe you might be looking for that or in need of that, okay? So who's giving to the giver? I was also picking up that book, The Giver. I don't know if y'all remember that book. If y'all had to read that book in middle school, The Giver. I don't remember all of the details, but I remember like they were in a society where they couldn't see color. Something about vision might be significant. I don't know if some of you wear glasses or want new glasses or need to go to the eye doctor, but like they were in a society where there was no color, I believe, and there was this guy, The Giver. Like he gives me like if I'm remembering right, like the Hierophant, high priest energy. Like he was very wise old man. And then there was the boy, and I don't remember how he ended up seeing in color, but it was like a different perspective. Maybe you're needing a different perspective on things, or maybe you bring the livelihood, the color. Maybe you're trying to revamp something. Like I said, it's a group setting, it's a society type of thing. Maybe you're like, yo, we need to switch this up. It's getting a little boring. I don't know. In your relationship, you could be telling somebody, like, I'm getting a little bored. Like we don't go anywhere. Like we're always in the house. Maybe we need to spice it up. This could be you spicing up your look. This is something about color. I don't know if somebody's like redecorating, painting their wall, or you're adding color to your wardrobe. Some of you could be coloring your hair, changing. Maybe you always paint your nails pink, and maybe you're just like, oh, I want to switch it up. I want to do a green. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It could show up in different ways. Right. Was that tying into the epiphany? Right. There's an epiphany. Right. Like when you see color, there's an epiphany. like, oh, I've never saw this shade of blue before. Like, oh my gosh, like there's a light bulb moment. I don't know if this is regarding relationships or connections, contracts. Like there's an epiphany, okay? Um, for some of you, there could be a health scare. This could be a family member, friend. Doesn't have to be you, but just pay extra attention. This is why I'm saying be careful of overindulgence. I feel like some of you might aggravate something. Like, let's say you've been doing great with your skin or whatever the case may be, and you've been sticking to a routine, right? Consistency is also a word here. Consistent in general, all right? But if you're being consistent and you overindulge, like, okay, you're eating too much sugar or whatever, and your skin is being aggravated and acting up again, is because like you're throwing off your consistent routine, okay? So consistent with your health. I was also hearing new skill, new level unlocked. It was reminding me of a video game. Like, you know, certain characters are locked until you reach certain levels, certain skills, certain tricks, or whatever the case may be, are unlocked. Some of you could be going back to school, or some of you could be starting a new semester or a new course, or leveling up, or maybe you're graduating or something. But something that you were once a novice at, it's like you're going to the next level. Not to say you've mastered it, maybe you have. I feel like there's always room to improve and grow even when you're at the highest level, right? And that's how the greats do it, right? They know that even at this top-notch level, there's always something new to learn, even if that just means being less restrictive on yourself, okay? Whatever the case may be, there's something unlocked, a new skill. And I feel like in the beginning, there might have been some frustration regarding that skill, you know? Virgos, I'm sorry to keep saying it, but you're perfectionist. So sometimes you jump into things wanting to perfect it instantly that same day. And you're very quick learners, but at the end of the day, building a new skill set takes time, okay? So life is a marathon, not a sprint. You're learning a lot, okay? And I think at first maybe you're a little nervous, scared, hesitant, but you're getting into the flow of things. If this is a new routine, a new schedule, like you're finally getting into the flow of things. Release negative thoughts, okay? Improve responsible thoughts and actions. Like I said, going back to the retail therapy, it's like, make a decision. Do I need this? Some of you, okay, put this back. All right. There's certain conversations you're going to be having with yourself. Improving positive outlooks. I feel like you're getting out of a pessimistic attitude right now. And meditation and dreams are very important right now. I feel like you're getting a lot of guidance, downloads, even going back to who gives to the giver. Somebody could be giving you advice, whether like, whereas you normally don't take advice, you give it. You might actually sit down and be like, that was a valid point. All right. Do I have anything else from my lovely Virgos? Nope. I think that is it. I love you guys. All right. If you'd like to book a personal session, you can message me on Instagram at sunnysidesovereignty, or message me at my email, sunnysidesovereignty@gmail.com. Everything will be in the description box below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share with another Virgo. All right. I love you guys. Bye.